It appears to be a challenging time for Keir Starmer and his Labour government, as every passing day seems to further diminish their support among voters. Recent data has come to light indicating that Keir is facing a considerable crisis. In today's video, we will delve into the complete narrative surrounding these developments, examining the latest news from across the nation. Before we proceed, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our growing community. Your support is crucial to us. Keir Starmer's Labour Party has unfortunately reached a disheartening new low in national polls, a mere 4 months after assuming power. The latest YouGov data reveals that Labour is grappling with a staggering 57% disapproval rating, coupled with a meager 18% approval rating. This marks the most significant divide between approval and disapproval since the waning days of the Conservative government. The recent general election reflected a steep decline in public confidence in the government, showcasing the most significant drop since February 2011, which marks the beginning of YouGov's polling data. The past month has been tumultuous, punctuated by riots, cuts to winter fuel payments, accusations of two-tier policing injustice, an ongoing donation scandal, and various other controversies. All these factors have contributed to Labour squandering its earlier lead in public opinion. In addition to the domestic issues, Starmer has taken a controversial stance regarding the Chagos Islands, which risks the British archipelago falling under Chinese influence. These islands are set to be handed over to Mauritius, alongside a financial support package aimed at rectifying historical wrongs. David Lammy from the Foreign Office has faced criticism, while Boris Johnson described the move as total nonsense, arguing that the Labour government is trying to portray itself as the benevolent side in this situation. These polling revelations indicate the lack of confidence the public has in Starmer and his Labour government. One can't help but wonder how much longer they will retain any substantial support. What are your thoughts on this situation? Please share your views in the comments below. In other news, a vote concerning the legalization of assisted dying in England and Wales is approaching in just a few weeks. This significant discussion follows the proposal put forth by Labour MP Kim Leadbeater, who has initiated a private member's bill to introduce this change in law. Private members' bills, often introduced by backbench MPs instead of the government, have a limited chance of becoming law. However, there is growing momentum advocating for the legalization of assisted dying. This legislation would empower adults nearing the end of their lives to choose to hasten their deaths while ensuring stronger protections for them and their families. At present, individuals who assist another person in ending their life face up to 14 years in prison. Leadbeater stated, "I understand that life is invaluable, but each person's circumstances are unique. What may be in one person's best interest might not be suitable for another. I firmly believe that everyone should have the right to not only a fulfilling life, but also a dignified death. That's why this bill emphasizes individual choice and autonomy, rights that should be afforded to each of us." The MP further noted that the proposed law would incorporate measures to ensure that no one feels pressured into choosing an assisted death against their will. She also mentioned that precautions would be established to guarantee that palliative care remains uncompromised. Prime Minister Keir Starmer has previously indicated his personal support for this initiative. In September, he assured Dame Esther Ranson that he would facilitate a free vote among MPs on the matter, following her campaign for the legalization of assisted dying after she revealed her diagnosis of stage 4 lung cancer. Last month, Starmer reiterated his commitment to Dame Esther, stating, "I assured her personally that we would allocate time for this issue through a private member's bill, and I stand by that promise." Turning to another controversial issue, Labour is facing scrutiny for its recent initiative allowing businesses to pay for breakfast meetings with the business secretary in exchange for £30,000. It has been reported that businesses received invitations to dine at a restaurant where they would have the rare opportunity to gain insights from Secretary of State Jonathan Reynolds. Those attending were promised distinct advantages in return for their sponsorship of the breakfast meeting. Allegations suggest that a photograph with the business secretary could cost £15,000, while attendees had the option to select who would participate in this exclusive gathering for £30,000. This revelation comes as Prime Minister Keir Starmer deals with accusations of cash for access involving his major donor, Lord Ali, to whom he has granted access to Downing Street. The Labour Party's commercial team reportedly sent an email pitch yesterday, inviting businesses to the Ivy restaurant in Manchester for a unique opportunity to network, share insights, and engage with a government minister. According to reports from The Sun, the email claimed, "We have carefully crafted a package that provides distinct benefits, ensuring that your brand receives optimal exposure and engagement during this event." While Labour sources have confirmed the authenticity of the invitation, they clarified that, although the intent was to foster engagement with businesses, the wording used was poorly constructed. Allies of Reynolds have indicated that he will not be attending the event, and a Labour spokesperson stated that he was entirely unaware of the initiative and will not be present. Andrew Griffiths, the shadow minister, criticized this cash for access scheme, stating, "This is a blatant offer to sway the business secretary regarding government policy. There are legitimate channels through which businesses can engage with the government on policy matters, but this is something entirely different that won't be recorded in any public forum." Despite Labour being in power for less than 100 days, the party is already accumulating a series of scandals that include cash for croissants alongside passes for glasses. In other news, the Duke of Sussex has issued a call to global leaders during a solo visit to Johannesburg. Prince Harry has urged heads of state to create platforms for young voices, highlighting the necessity for regional solutions to pressing issues. The 40-year-old royal traveled to South Africa to represent Sentebele, a youth HIV charity he co-founded, after visiting the remote mountain kingdom of Lesotho. In Johannesburg, Harry participated in a reception and panel discussion with business leaders and stakeholders focused on empowering young people and bridging the digital divide. His trip followed a previous visit to Lesotho, where he reunited with Prince Seeiso, his close friend and co-founder of Sentebale. During his address, he emphasized the significance of including young voices in decision-making processes, stating, "I have made it one of my life's missions to create a platform for young voices. We have repeatedly seen that when young voices are heard, they often have the solutions." He further remarked on the importance of universal access, urging, "Can we not ensure that it is safer for people, particularly in the global South, so that we don't face the same issues as in the global North?" Access is a double-edged sword. For those of us in positions of power and authority, I see no valid reason why we cannot transform this double-edged sword into something that benefits everyone globally. Harry reminisced about spending 2 months in Lesotho during his gap year at the age of 19 in 2004, a transformative experience that inspired him to establish Sentebale, which now also operates in Botswana. He undertook this journey without his wife, Meghan Markle, following a brief visit to the UK for the Wellchild Awards. The Sentebale organization warmly welcomed Harry back, noting that the visit helped rekindle connections from his youth. Princess Senet Seeiso, the niece of Prince Seeiso, shared footage on her Instagram stories of Harry speaking passionately as he sat around a campfire during an evening gathering. Harry expressed optimism during his campfire speech, saying, "We are not only meeting our targets at Sentebale, but across all departments, and it is making a significant impact." This surge of energy and optimism, combined with the voices of young people ranging from ages 6 to 25, is inspiring. What are your thoughts on the topics we covered in today's video? I encourage you to share your opinions in the comments section below. If you haven't done so yet, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more content focused on British affairs. Thank you for your time and take care. Goodbye for now.